Hello students, today I am going to discuss one more topic, that is new topic, parameterized function. So the topic is parameterized function. Let us know actually what is this what is this? What is parameterized function? Actually, whenever you create a function, suppose void test, and before that we have declared a variable, suppose inti. Okay. We have to initialize the value of I, not from here. The value of I will be initialized from the value given by another function, or that will come from somewhere else. What was happening before this? In the previous programs we have seen that I was initialized with 10 in the same class and with the same function, but we don't know we don't want that I will get its value from here. I will get its value from somewhere else, or from some another class. So first of all, I am doing the same program that you have already done previously. System.out.println. Okay. Now class CL1 public static void main string AR. Now create the object of class CL obj equal to new CL obj dot test, and finally obj dot show. What's happening in this program? In this program, the value the variable I get its value in function test, but I want that I will get its value from class CL1. I will get its value from class CL1. How is this possible? Actually, within the two functions, the value or the data is being transferred using the parameters. How the value is transferred using the parameters? Actually, here the two parentheses are written with each functions. With each function, we have to write these two parentheses. These parentheses are used for the flow of data. Suppose I have to send value 20 in function test, then how will I write obj.test 20, obj.test, and within the braces we will write 20. What will happen as we write this syntax? The function test will be called and the value 20 will be sent to the body of function test. This value 20 will be sent to the body of function test. Definitely, suppose if I throw a ball, definitely there must be a person that will catch the ball. It's compulsory. Or there must be some place where the ball will hit either a wall or the ground. Means definitely there must be a target of the ball as we throw a ball. In the same way, as the value is passed from the function at the time of calling, obj.test is the syntax to call a function. So at the time of calling, as we pass a value within it, definitely at the calling point, means in the body of function, there must be a value that will receive that value 20. Suppose here I am using, and the 20 is integer type, so the type should also be of the same. So here I am using int, suppose j, int j. Now what will happen as you will call this obj.test, just wait, I am making the font a little bit smaller so that all the programs will be in the same clear view. uh, yeah. Now what's happening here, as you will call this function test, the control will be transferred to the function test, and this value 20 will be assigned in j. Okay, now the value of j is now 20. Now, so if we have to initialize the value of I with j, then how will you write? I equal to j. So what you are getting here, the value in I is coming from outsourcing, from the outsource. Value in I is coming from another class. Value is coming from the from another point, and from that, using that value, I is being initialized. That's why we say that this 20 and this j both are communicative, both are communicating with each other. What's happening here? What is the type of value in the function body? We have to declare the same type of variable. Okay, and by using that variable we can initialize any instance variables, any variables. These are called instance variables. I think you know instance variable. Okay, now the value variable I has got the value 20, and if you will print the value of I, you will get I equal to 20. So let us see here. First of all, save the file. In this case, we will save the file using the class name or having the main function cl1.java. Java C cl1.java. Let's compile it. Oh. Public static. There is a spelling mistake. If the program is successfully compiled, you will get the next command prompt. Yes, successfully compiled. Now run the program Java cl1. I equal to 20. Clear? Now let us have a look here. Here value 20 that you are passing at the time of calling, and this is intj. This is a variable passed in the function of body. Clear? So this is called parameter. J is called parameter, and the value 20 is called argument. Variable j or the variables passed in definition of function definition, the variables passed in function definition or in body of the function is called parameter, and the values here at the time of calling we have to pass only values, and the values, or you can also pass a variable, but it's compulsory that those variables must have some values. So we can define the argument as the values or the variables having values passed in function calling are called arguments. So once again, I am defining parameters, or actual parameters are also called actual parameters. The variables passed in function body, function definition are called uh, parameters or actual parameters. Okay, and the arguments, or we can also say formal parameter, formal parameters, the values or the variables having values passed in function calling. Let us change some the syntax. Passed at the time of calling of function, passed at the time function calling are called arguments or formal parameters. Clear? So remember one thing, that here the actual parameter do not have their own values, they get their values from the formal parameters. Okay, so this is all about actual and formal parameters, and the function having parameters or actual parameters are called parameterized function. Parameterized function, the function having parameters are called parameterized function. So this is all about the parameterized function. Okay, you will write all the definitions in your notebook, and in this way you can know that how the values are passed. Now let us see one more example. Suppose we have a class CL int I comma j comma k void test. Here values I and j are to be initialized using the parameters, so we will declare two variables int a comma int b. Okay, now I equal to a and j equal to b. What does it mean? I is to be initialized with using a, and j is to be initialized using b. You'll have to keep in mind that which parameters are used to initialize to which variable. Clear? Now void add k equal to I plus j, and void show system dot out dot println k equal to sum equal to plus k. Close the class, create another class cl1, public static void main string ar. Now create the object of class cl obj equal to new CL. Now obj dot test. Now here we will have to pass the values in the sequence of A and B. If the first value is to be assigned in A, then for A we will have to write the first value, and for the second value we will have to write after that. What will happen here? If you will call the function, the first value 10 will be assigned in the first variable and 20 will be assigned in the second variable. It's compulsory that the values will be assigned in the sequence they have been used. Clear? Means now I will get 20 and B will get, I will get 10, and here first value is 10 and the second is 20. So A will get 10 and B will get 20, and so the value I will, variable I will get 10 and J will get 20. Now you can call the add function obj dot add and then obj dot show. Now save the file, compile, obj CLOB, here O is missing. Oh, this is the typing mistake. Sum equal to 30. In this way you will write all these programs in your notebook. This will help to get the better concept, to get the concept properly. So in this way you can know that how values are passed. These variables are called actual parameters and these values are called formal parameters. Clear? So now next day we'll see some problems on behalf of this concept: actual parameter, formal parameter and parameterized function. Here void test is called parameterized function, but the function add and show does not have any parameters, so these two will be called unparameterized function. Okay, so you will write all these things in your notebook and recall again and again in your mind, so that it makes you a perfect student for Java. Okay, thank you.